Flosstube friends. I am Lisa and this is my channel, Cross by Floss, where I talk about cross stitching and life blabbings. And I'm even going to start throwing in some of my crochet because I have crocheted for years. And I actually started something over the holidays, so so I'm going to show it to you. It's been a while since my last Flosstube, I think a couple of months. Lots has gone on. Just really quickly, I do suffer from depression/anxiety, and most of the time I keep myself under control and do really well. And towards the end of the year, it just kind of slammed down on me. So everything's fine. Everything is fine. And it wasn't the holidays or anything like that. Just, you know, sometimes when you're strong for everyone around you all the time, sometimes you break. And that's just what happened. And I needed to take a break. And it was all I could do really, just to kind of get through the day and work and the little with school. And yeah, and so anyways, but the holidays were great. My daughter and her boyfriend and the little, we celebrated the Thanksgiving in their new house. So they cooked the turkey, and I brought everything else, all the sides and everything, and did all of that. So that was really super nice, and they got to celebrate Thanksgiving in their new home. And we just had the two boys, my youngest and my oldest, and it was just nice. It was just family. And then Christmas Eve, we had that here at my house. And as a tradition, we always do jammies on Christmas Eve. And so everybody has nice new jammies to wear on Christmas morning. And so we did that. And then we celebrated Christmas morning at my daughter's house and opened presents there. And really, we opened our presents here because I wasn't going to transport those as well. But we have brunch over there, and they got to open all their gifts. And Brendan's brother came as well and celebrated with us. And so it was really nice. You know, we keep really safe. We make sure that, you know, everybody has either been tested, or we know nobody's gone anywhere and done anything. And so my daughter gets tested frequently because she works within the medical community, and her boyfriend also, because he's also an essential worker, construction, in a different field though, of just, you know, building. And so he also gets tested. So we know, even though they've been out in the public, they are safe and they've been tested, and we all follow all the good protocols. So yeah, so that was fun. And then the other thing that I did was just after Christmas, we decided that it would be fun to go on the truck for a couple of weeks, darn near a couple of weeks. I thought that it was supposed to be 9 days. It turned into 12. And I took the little with me. And so Mr. G is a long haul trucker, and he does refrigeration. So he gets, you know, the essential groceries from one port basically, or distribution center, and takes it to another distribution center in a different state that is needed. And he comes between Washington to Pennsylvania, Kentucky seems to be kind of his route. And so I thought, hey, why not? Let's go do that. So I packed up an abundance of things. I took books with me, I took cross stitch, I took crochet, I had my work computer because I still had to work, and then the little, and her school computer, her personal computer, her iPad. I mean, we were decked out. Now, if you know anything about trucks, or I guess they're called trailers. The truck portion of the truck, I guess, is called a tractor, maybe, or a trailer. I'm still not in the whole truck lingo thing, but there's different types of cabs, and some of the cabs, you know, are just like strict. They just are day trips, or maybe an overnight trip, and then they have like a place that they go, either a hotel or whatever. But the long haul guys, they have in the back of their cab, they have like a sleeper section, and it's actually, you know, it's like a little tiny motorhome, tiny house style. And so there's 2 bunks, and I would say it's slightly bigger than a twin, maybe slightly. And then, you know, he's got a fridge and a microwave and lots of storage all over. There's storage up above, and there's storage on the sides, and there's lots of storage. And then there's storage underneath one of the bunks, or the lower bunk. And, you know, so there's lots of storage. But when you're like me and you're apparently packing for Armageddon, and every night I would have to take everything off the bunk and put it on the front seat, the front passenger seat, all the bags and everything, so that, you know, we could get into the bed. It was crazy, you guys. And I will tell you, I didn't read once. I couldn't cross stitch, and I barely worked, like, while we were moving. So he's got Wi-Fi in his truck, and so it goes as long as we can get a signal, you know, we've got Wi-Fi. So the little was fine, because, you know, she was able to watch her YouTubes and play games and movies and all the things that, you know, she needed. And then, of course, every state that we went to, or quite a few of the states, there's a different time zone. And so there was a point that we were 3 hours ahead of Washington State, or Pacific Standard Time. And so that was not great and conducive for her to do school. So we didn't do school for a week. And but again, she's not missing much, so it's fine. And she learned a lot more on the road with us. But I found out that I get severe motion sickness, and I know that as a passenger in a car, I can't read. I couldn't give you directions, give you a map, you know, read a map while you're driving or anything like that. We have to be stopped. I'm not good with that. And so I got motion sickness. And so, and the truck is bumpy, right? And so there was no way I could cross stitch. No. So I did crochet, and I found a blanket. I follow, what's his name? Oh goodness, Mikey of the Crochet Crowd. I've been following him for years, and he is part of Joanne's Yarnspirations group, whatever it is, and he does crochet and knitting, and so he had posted this blanket called the This and That blanket, and it's made with Bernat blanket yarn, and so super easy, super big, you know, whatever. And so I was able to do that while I was sitting in the front seat, but it was few and far between, and because then I would get motion sickness, I would have to go to sleep. It was rough, you guys. And then potty breaks. There's no potty in a cab, and so, you know, and most truckers are guys. There are a lot of women truckers, though, so don't count that out. And so potty breaks, the poor man, he had to make a lot more pit stops than he's had to make before. And then he would also have to find truck stops for the night that had showers, or if we were, I mean, not everyone had a shower, and we didn't shower. I mean, we showered every other day for sure. But he also, you know, stayed at truck stops that had showers and all the amenities because of me and the little. I'm pretty certain he thought after 12 days, whew, thank goodness she's out. But he desperately wants me to get back in there, and whew, you guys, it's a different life. It is a different life. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, the truck was fun. So just a PSA. I definitely notice being in the truck. It is a lot different than being on the road in your car. And, you know, and I'm guilty of this myself, totally 100%. I'm always in a hurry when I'm in my car. I am the procrastinator late girl. I am, you know, I get ticked off with slow drivers. I'm that girl who will ride your butt. I am not a patient driver, and I am always in a hurry. I mean, I walk fast, I talk fast. I'm always in a hurry. And, but I did notice that my attitude changed a little bit, especially once I got in the truck, because I noticed, yes, we're all in a hurry, but we shouldn't be in a hurry to die. Like, honestly, don't be in a hurry to die. Cutting in front of a trucker who is hauling 80,000 pounds and then stopping in front of them or slowing down in front of them is so dangerous. And especially in some of the states we went to where there was snow and ice on the roads. There were a couple of times that I truly had to go to the back of the bunk and just lay down and prayed. I'm not kidding. I prayed that we were gonna make it to our destination. We saw several trucks that had been spun out, especially in the ice and the snow. And sometimes that can be, you know, driver irresponsibility, period. You know, people don't understand that there's black ice under the road or on the road, and they're going too fast and they can't stop, and a trailer's going to swing out. And yeah, so I really got a different perspective. I mean, I've always had respect for truckers and not, you know, cut in front of them, because I do know I've seen accidents on the highway, especially in Ontario, bad, really bad. And so it's always left a lasting impression that you give truckers a lot of space. But I really noticed, as being up in the cab, how crazy their driving conditions can be. So just a slight PSA, because, you know, honestly, truckers are kind of essential. Like, if you think about it, it's the way we get our goods. You know, we might get our goods off the boat, you know, from the ports and from other countries or whatever, and, you know, they're loaded onto trucks and sent to distribution centers, and then those distribution centers have the trucks come in and they load them up to go to grocery stores and other distribution centers and in other states. And so honestly, without truckers, we wouldn't have what we have, and there wouldn't be another way to get them and to us. And so just take care. Just take care, because I will tell you, I prayed. And now when he goes out, you know, I'm even more, you know, I send up a prayer every day and hope that, you know, things are good. So just my small little PSA. All right, well, we're all here for cross stitch, right? So what have I been working on? Okay, well, it's been a while, and even though it's been a couple of months, I haven't done as much as I probably could have. Again, wasn't truly motivated. I did buy a lot. Oh, that's not even true either. Let's get into the cross stitch. Okay, so the first piece that I worked on was this Ink Circles Reflections of Canada, and I am doing really, really well on it. This is a beautiful piece, and I love working on it. It is done in 18 count Aida. I don't remember. I will link all of this below though. But this, I've gotten quite far on this piece, and yeah, it's done with Weeks Dye Works Turkish Red. I love this red color. The variation or variegation in the floss is just subtle enough, but it's just gorgeous. Yeah, I love this piece. So I'm pretty sure it's 18 count, just white, antique white Aida, I think. I don't remember. It's been a while. Okay, so that's one. Then I pulled out my Mirabilia Archangel, and I also love this piece. And I worked on this one a bit. Let's see, where did I get to? I started working on, I have some floss hanging down, sorry. I started working on some of the color in his robes, and I got a bit more skin done, and I did finish up, I'm pretty sure I finished up everything in the wing that was needed. And this is on, what is this called? This is a Fabrics by LJ fabric. I want to say it's a 18 count. Again, I'll have this linked below. See, it's been a while. I'm out of practice. I don't know what's happening. Okay, the another piece I pulled out was the Little House Needleworks, and this is the Melicent Turner sampler. That's what that one looks like. Super pretty. And I actually got quite a bit done on this one. I am using the Called For DMC on this one. And kind of started up and started the border, and yeah, I don't think that I have all of the flosses for it, which is probably the reason why I did not start up here, the letters up in here, because I might not have the flosses for that yet. Or, oh no, I know why. Because the ABC that's in here is very light. It is, I don't know what color it is. I don't remember what color it is, but it almost blends into this fabric. And so I was rethinking my options on what color I wanted to go with. So I started with actual color, and that's why. But another lovely piece. I love working on this one, and I'm really excited to get this one finished and up on the wall eventually, someday. I will tell you, I am a slow stitcher, you guys. Slow stitcher. Okay. And then I decided so I'm so late to the party. I decided that in 2021, I was going to do Whip Go. And if you haven't heard about Whip Go, there is a group on Facebook that you can go and join, Whip Go 2021. Can you believe we're in 2021 already and halfway through the month? It was created a couple of years ago by Jessie Marie of Jessie Marie Does Stuff on YouTube and on Flosstube, sorry. And she created this chart, and basically it was, I think she started it to kind of help her get rid of some of her whips. Now, I'm not using it exactly the way that it's intended for, because not everything on here is a whip. A lot of them are new starts or kitted up things that I've had that I was going to start in 2020 and just never did. So my Whip Go is called Samplers and Sals. And so you label your Whip Go chart. It's like a bingo chart, 1 through 25. And Then you put in the projects that you want to work, and then your goal for that project, whether you want to finish a page or you want to put in 100 stitches or whatever your personal goal for that project is, that's what you put in for your square. I decided that I wanted to do SALs and samplers and SALs. So samplers that I had kitted up, started or intended to start in 2020 went on this chart, and SALs that I was a part of and never got to or started but never actually finished in the year, those are also on here. So once a month, Jessie Marie will pick 2 numbers that you use off of your Whip Go chart. And for this month, she called 6 and 18. And luckily for me, one was a SAL and one was a sampler. And so 6 was Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. And that was a SAL that I was doing, that the Academic Stitcher started last year. And I think the intent was to get it done in November or maybe October. Mine still isn't done. So there was that one. And then 18 was Carter House Sampler. And that was a sampler I had started. Now, what I also did, because I wanted to put time into all of my samplers and SALs, I've put them on here twice. So the Carter House is on here in 2 different squares. Plum Street Samplers, Cinnamon Stars is also on here in 2 different squares. And my goal for the month is to work 10 hours on each piece for the month. So basically in the year, I should have 20 hours on each piece. Hopefully that 20 hours either gets me to a finish or at least a very, very good portion of the piece finished or done. And then you get goals, like you make your own personal goals on what you want your chart, your incentives to be. And so mine was, if I got a line, diagonal or vertical, horizontal, whatever, that I would, what was my line? Oh, I could start a new chart. And, or no, it was buy a new chart. If piece is finished, oh, I got it now. If I finished my piece, whether it was in the first square or the second time it got called, if I finished it, I could do a new start. If I finished my goals and I was able to cross out a line, diagonal, vertical, horizontal, whatever, I could buy a new chart. And then if I filled the whole board by the end of the year, that I actually made a great stab at this board, I could buy myself a new bag. I mean, let's be honest, I'm probably gonna do all of those things without the Whip Go chart, but at least like it kind of gives me a goal that I can say, no, have a little restraint, Lisa. And so anyways, but I have all kinds of beautiful samplers and SALs on here, and I am really looking forward to getting this done. So the 2 that were called this month that I worked on was the Plum Street Samplers, Cinnamon Stars. So many people have been doing this piece, and it is beautiful. And like I told you, buy all the Plum Streets because they're gorgeous. And that is what I've gotten done. I am so happy. I finished the roof, I finished the chimneys, I got a good portion of the house in. I had made a boo-boo here, and instead of 5 squares in my window, I had 4, so I had to like compensate, and I actually, well, I over flossed. I had the green in, but then I overed it with the black so that I still had my proper spacing in here. So there's a line of 5 in here that's a lot bulkier than others, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. Whatever. I mean, you'd have to look real close to see it. But yeah, and then a little bit more fill in on some of the stars, but I am getting there. And yes, this is 10 hours of work. Yes, I did a good portion of this while watching the Seahawks game, which last weekend, which we're not going to talk about because it got us out of the running of the playoffs. It's fine. Next year's our year, right? I am a diehard Seahawks fan. It's fine. Okay, so that was the first one. And then the second one that was the Carter House Sampler 1817. And this is from Cross Stitch Antiques. I love this sampler. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna tell you guys, I have messed up. I've messed up and I didn't realize I messed up until I was so far in, and I'm hoping that I can fudge. So, where I was last time, I think the last time you guys saw it, I had gotten up to maybe S. So I finished the row except for the Z, and then I started in on the border. My problem is that my Z I did not put in the right place, and so I'm off by 2 spaces. But I didn't realize that when I started all of this border until I got up to here, and then I started counting my spacing and went, that's weird. I think I can overcompensate, or I can compensate for it by putting in some extra stitches, like starting in the middle, this is the middle, and starting in the middle and just putting an extra on either side of this straight, like one of these straight pieces. And so then it will just be a little bigger, because if you look at the pattern, if you look at that, the at least to me, maybe I'm wrong, but it does not look even. Like none of these, they're all off, right? So all of the border is all off and wonky. And even when I was counting one of them, like most of them along here, like these parts in here, they were all 11, like all 11, but one was 12. And so I was like, okay, what's happening? So then I went back and had another look, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I'm looking at it last night. I'm looking at the beautifulness of this, and I'm looking at the picture, and I notice that these leaves here, yeah, these leaves here don't show up in here. Do you see at the top row, the bottom, there is no leaves along the bottom, but they're in the pattern. So I did it according to the pattern.
Motion detected at the front door.
Sorry. And then looked again, and I'm like, but I can't pick them out because I can't pick them out. It's okay. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. And nobody's going to tell, right? No, I think it'll be okay. But is it not pretty? Yeah, I'm pretty impressed by how far I've gotten. So, and this one also is very easy. And I did a good portion of this while watching the games yesterday. Congratulations to Green Bay. Today's game is going to be a little brutal because I like both Kansas City and the Browns. So it's going to be a little brutal. I'm rooting for both, but knowing that only one can win, I would actually really like to see the Browns come out. They have played spectacularly this year, and nothing against, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he's my homie. He has no idea who I am, but I've watched him. I've also watched Baker throughout their university careers, their college football careers, and it is lovely to see where they are now And I will say, I really believe that Baker has done a lot for the Browns franchise, and that he is bringing football, you know, to a really good place in Cleveland. And so I'd really like to see them pull out a win. So there's that. Okay. But I have one more whip. One more whip. And why this is not a finish, I don't know. I looked at it last night and said, Lisa, just finish this. Good night, nurse. You're so close. This one is also a Little House Needleworks, a Little Snow. And it is just 3 colors. And they are classic Colorworks threads. And beautiful, easy. This is an easy pattern. All I have left to do is this little bird down here. And then on the pattern, okay, I don't have my glasses on, but these little crosses here, they're just white. I think that they're supposed to, you know, for falling snow or whatever. I'm going to put beads in because I don't pin stitch. And I don't want to carry my threads, that there's so many of them that I don't want to carry the threads. So I'm going to put beads in and use the invisible thread, and you'll never see it. So I just have to finish that. That's it. That is all I have to do. Like, seriously, look. Super pretty. Did I even finish that? Yeah, I even finished closing up the red down here. Like, really, why it's not finished, I don't know. That's crazy, right? But isn't that pretty? So it'll be done for next year. Yeah, pretty excited about that. And that's done on an 18 count vintage country mocha Aida with, like I said, the three colors of classic Colorworks threads. And then it is almost a finish. I did have 2 finishes done though. I'm pretty proud of myself for this one. So this is a little Prairie Schooler, the tiny cards, and these cards coordinate with bigger patterns. Like this one says it's the companion to book 180 All Hallows Eve. So All Hallows Eve must have this in it somewhere, or it matches, whatever. But there's that one. And this one I did for, so there it is, all finished. And this is done on an 18 count ivory Aida with the called for just 1 color DMC 3371. Super easy. So I got that one finished. And this is for, I belong to a Zoom meetup hosted by Becca of Sambry Stitches, and her and Anna, who is Stitch Roadies. I'm doing this all without notes today, you guys, so it's all up here. Stitch Roadies, they said that doing an ornament a month was just something, you know, to inspire everybody, and just to have some additional things that you're working on during the month, and then at the end of the year you've got some ornaments for your tree or for your house. And so I decided that I would hop on that train, because why not? I have a lot of ornaments that are either in the process or I want to get them done, or I want a start out, especially out of a lot of the cross-stitch seasonal magazines. Hi, Odin. Yeah, so I decided that I would do 6 Halloween. I might even do more Halloween, and a couple of Christmas as well. So this one is one of my Halloween ones, and so I finished it well into January. I was really proud of myself, and I think I'm gonna put the hashtag down below because I don't remember all of it, but I think that it's Monthly Orny Sal, I think is what it's called on Instagram. So, but I'll link that down below. And because I finished it, this is going to be my share this week. So if you are interested in this pattern, let's use the word boo, because that's what's in it. Let's use the word boo if you are interested. And in my next regular Flosstube video, I will choose a random generator name, whatever, picker, that thing, and I will get this off to you if you are the winner. So there's that. Okay, the second piece I finished, and also this is kind of a shocking, I don't know how I got this finished. I've been working on it forever. The Little House Needleworks Spot of Coffee, and that's that one there. Now there's 2 patterns in this chart, one for coffee, one for tea. I finished the coffee one. I am so impressed. So all called for DMC, done on Mystery Aida, mystery count. I want to say that this is a 16 count. But it's a mystery Aida that I got from a Stash Unload group, and nice and soft, but it's perfect. I love it. So I'm gonna get this one finished up and FFO'd at some point. And now I'm working on the tea one for my mom. So 2 finishes, you guys, 2. So that is finishes and whips. Okay, haul. Yeah, got a bit of haul. And again, in my defense, I didn't really buy a lot. Like, these are subscriptions and things that, you know, I did buy a few things, but mostly it's subscriptions that I am a part of that have come. And because I haven't filmed for a while, I have a bit. So there's that. Okay, let's do the non-subscriptions first. So there is a lovely lady, I wish I remembered her name. It's Michelle, from Under the Woolen Willow. Yeah, Under the Woolen Willow. She's on Etsy. That's her name, Under the Woolen Willow. And she makes beautiful, beautiful prim type items. And so the first one I had bought, I don't know if I ever showed this to you, but was this really cute sampler pillow that I had purchased from her. And it's beautiful. It's beautifully stitched. It's just super cute. And so I had purchased this one first. And then she posts randomly on Instagram, I think, when she is ready to put items in her store, her Etsy store. And so I just happened to be on Instagram one day and saw that she was posting, and she had shown some pictures of this little pillow, the snowman pillow. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. The little felted snowman face. And I adore snowmen. I love snowmen. And it's got little bells on it. Super cute. With a little rusty type safety pin with the rusty bells. It's so cute. So I bought that. And then this little angel pillow. Super cute. For a little bowl or something like that for Christmas. So I received those, and then she always puts in a cute little, when you order from her, this cute little paperclip bookmark type thing. Felt beautiful. Cute, cute, cute. So thank you, Michelle. Those were adorable. And then I'm going to blame Celeste Creates. Celeste Creates is her YouTube name. In one of her Flosstubes, she had shown these super cute felted ornament patterns and said, oh, they're so easy and, you know, cute and blah, blah, blah. So I had to go on and see what she was talking about, because, like, if Celeste is doing it, I want to do it. And so the shop name is Simply Eileen. And she has an Instagram, she has a Facebook, and I wanted to say I got this on Etsy. I think I did. But I went on and had a look. Now she sells out pretty quick. Oh, sorry, glare. Wow. Wow. Okay, there we go. Maybe. This little one here, clearly, I have not done anything with it. I got all of these during the time that I wasn't really doing much, and so they all kind of just landed in a pile. So there'll be things that I start this year sometime. But how cute are these? So that's a little felted kit, and it's nice because everything comes in the kit that you need to get this started. And then this fall one, because you all know that I love me some Halloween and fall. And I just thought that the candy corn was just so cute. And so I bought those two from the Simply Eileen. And then, was this also Celeste's fault, or was this from Daisy K Primitives? I don't remember. Someone's fault. Robin in Stitches. She's also, I believe, on Etsy. And I purchased a couple of wool applique kits from her. Yes, she's on Etsy. It's Robin in Stitches, all one word. And so cute, this little mat. I mean, really and truly. And again, snowmen. I love me some snowmen. And then Henry's Peg Rug Kit. Okay, and y'all know that I love me a little peg. Love me a little pig. I'm still trying to convince Mr. G that we need a baby pig. He's not going for it. But one day he's going to come home and it's just going to be here. Might name it Henry. That's so cute. Henry's Pig Penny Rug. It's adorable. Adorable. So, again, everything that you need and the instructions inside there to get that done. And I think I just dropped the card. So those came. Okay. And then, speaking of Miss Celeste, she has a D-stash, or maybe it's just on her Instagram. I think she has a D-stash page. I don't know. It's been a while. She posted a couple of things on there, and of course I had a look and ran over as fast as I could. And she had posted some quilting charts. And so I bought them. And she assures me that these are easy, and she's offered to help if I need help. And you know, I'm gonna reach out and do that when I actually, I don't know, paint my desk and get my sewing machine out and actually my fabrics. But that was nice. And so these came in the mail, and you know how you look at things and you're like, visually, I thought, you know, chart, like a book, you know, kind of thing. And so when it came, and I'm like, whoa, those are real tiny. Yes, you know how your perception can be one way and it's not really. And then I also, while I'm kind of doing haul, I received a lot of very lovely Christmas cards over the holidays, and some included some little flosses, and so thank you, and I'm fairly certain that I've reached out to everybody and thanked you for those. That was really lovely to get those. So loves me some little fun mail. Okay, and then, so you guys know my obsession of bags. Love me a project bag. I love me a project bag. And I am part of Garon Toten Bags Bag of the Month Club, along with the Grime Guard of the Month Club. And so I've missed 2 months. So here was November's bag. I'm sure you guys have all seen these. So, but beautiful. And then the inside of this bag, just in case you did not see it, how pretty is that? You guys, if you are looking for bags, good quality bags, I can't recommend Garon Toten Bags enough. Not only are they sweet, but, and they smell lovely. But, the quality of the bags are just incredible, just incredible. And then in December, this was the bag of the month. And I just about laughed because, again, I love snowmen. And when I opened it and it was all snowmen, I'm like, meant to be. I know I love this group for a reason. And then inside is this pretty plaid with pine cones. No, mistletoe? No. What is that? Holly? Sure, something like that. Anyways, they're beautiful. They're beautiful, beautiful. And then for December, also got the Grand Guard, and then it also came with a little, oh, this is congratulations winner. Was I a winner? You guys, I am horrific. I'm horrible. But it came with this cute little bag, their little accessory bag, which is just a bit bigger than their other accessory bag. They must have 2 sizes. This is perfect for one of a little ornament that you're just taking with you. I took that when I took my granddaughter to the dentist yesterday, and it was perfect because I had everything in it that I needed, and it was small enough that wasn't taking a big bag. So those are my Garon Toten bags for the Bag of the Month Club. And then I was also part of So Much to Love's fabric Bag of the Month Club, but I'm letting that go for the new year. And this was November's bag, beautiful with her signature pull. And then the inside coordinating fabric, absolutely gorgeous. And then for the month of November, there was a super cute pattern that was exclusive to So Much to Love. And so this is from Annie B's Folk Art, Pumpkin Picking. So I don't know when this chart will get released, or if it is, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Is it like a year, something like that? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. And then a little tea towel. How pretty is that? For the kitchen. So that was a nice little November, the November bag. And then, oops, fix it later. And then December's came. And unfortunately, this is my last bag. A little sad. But it came, and again, some snowmen on my bag. Yep, with the little red truck and the pine trees. And then you open it up and it's got the stockings in there. So pretty, so pretty. Such well-made bags. Now I do know that she's on Etsy, So Much to Love on Etsy, and I stock her every once in a while because she has clearance bags or sale bags. And so I stock that to see, and I will still be buying bags because I just don't need 24 project bags a year. I mean, I do, but I don't. And then in December's came this cute bottle and brush tree farm hands-on designs chart. So cute. And then it has a piece of ribbon that you put on your pillow. How pretty is that? So that was in there along with some needles. Needed some needles. And some tea. She always puts in like tea and some little goodies. So there was some little goodies for that. So thank you, Karen. I really and truly have enjoyed being part of the Bag of the Month Club. I think I've been a Bag of the Month Club member for over a year, but just have to put pennies elsewhere, like food. Apparently, people like food. We like to eat. Okay, the other thing that I am part of is Fabric of the Month. I am part of Fabric of the Month with Color and Cotton and by Be Stitch Me. And I also do the Floss of the Month as well. So Floss of the month, and I'm sure you guys have already seen these because I am late to the party again. Story of my life. But coloring cotton fabric of thread of the month, October's, super pretty, and November's, also super pretty. So that was that. And then I received my 2 pieces of fabric. Sorry for the rustling. I thought I had almost everything out. This one is November's. It's called Bellini. Oh yeah, that's better. Again, a perfect sampler color. I just about died when I saw that. And this one, Warm Sienna. Again, another perfect sampler fabric. And in fact, I like this one so much, I might go back and buy some more. This one has a bit more pinky tones to it, pinky peachy tones. Again, Bellini, but it's, yeah, so pretty. So those were the 2 fabric of the months. And then Miss Brandy and her fabric of the month, along with the Floss of the month. So she does silks of the month, and I get 50 yards of silks, and that is November's. Yes, November's. And then I'm part of the neutral club, and so this is the fabric of the month. It's called Peanut. I'm just like the samplers I'm gonna put on these things. They're just so pretty. And then this one is December's, and it's called Sleet. It's a nice gray, blue-gray color. Really nice. And then the silks of the month. Super pretty. And then she was doing a pre-order for a Mirabilia and called Starlet. And so I bought that too because I love me a pretty lady. A pretty lady. And then they came with a bead pack as well. So thank you, Brandy. That was super, super fun. And then I had 2 boxes come. My Color and Twine subscription box. Now I am also letting that one go in the new year. I've been a part of their club for over a year as well, but just, you know, I need to put my pennies elsewhere, and I also would like to support some other small businesses. So but if you are looking for a subscription box, I have to say everything that comes in this subscription box is fantastic. It is packaged beautifully. The presentation is just wonderful, and they are so nice. And so yeah, so November's, it's a lot of sews, I'm sorry. November, this is the pattern for November, and you get everything. So you get the pattern, you get the flosses, you get the fabric, you get a needle, and then all of the finishing items that you need to get this done, which is, in this case, it is a frame, 8x8, yep, 8x8 frame, and a stand-up frame, and has it's a plastic glass, I think, like, you know, the plasticky, yeah, whatever, no glare. And then in this bag, that's where you get all of the items. And then you always get like a little treaty that goes with your stuff. So for this one, it is a what do they call this? A dark chocolate stirring spoon, and then a tea. And then there was, in this one came this really cute ceramic needle minder, and it was made for them, by them maybe, I'm not sure, because there was no store name for this one. No, there was no store name for this one. So that was the November box. And then my December box, which unfortunately got a little crinkled in the post box, which also made my pattern a little crinkled, but it's okay. This one is December's. How cute is that? I love it. And so again, that comes with all of the finishing items that you need. This one's on a canvas and has the gingham to put on it. And then in the bag, you will get the double-sided tape, the floss, a needle, the thread, that's the floss, and fabric that you need to get that finished. And then it came with some penguin cookies, and I have to say that these cookies actually are delicious. They send them randomly, and I think the last ones I got were bunnies. They were delicious, and I ate them all in probably less than an hour. No shame. But I love penguins. I love penguins. They're so cute. I'll be eating those today while watching football. And then a tea. And then these uber cute little thread keepers, thread winders, bobbins from Pip and Chip. So, and these are what, hedgehogs? They're super cute, and there were 4 of them. But look at how thick those are. That's pretty good. So that was the 2 subscriptions. I'm going to miss seeing this box come in my mailbox, but I'm sure that I will replace it with something else. And I have appreciated each and every box that I have received. Okay, then I did a little retail therapy, but not a whole lot. Like really, in the 2 months, not a lot, comparatively what I have done in the past. I went to my LNS, which is Threadneedle Street in Issaquah. And Denise and I had a nice chit chat for quite some time. A nice little catch up. I miss her. I haven't seen her for a while. Need to get in there. I need some more floss. And I think I need some more patterns. I went to go and buy, you know, I've been looking for Snort Stack and the Tired Trio. And thank you to my viewers who put comments and tell me what the names of things are, because I draw blanks and I need reminders. And so thank you for mentioning it. And I have not commented on everybody's comments. I'm getting there. I'll be doing that within the next week. But I went to go and buy those, and she didn't have them in there, and that's okay, because I found them online, and I think I have them in a cart somewhere, and I'll get them eventually. But like I said, buy all the Plum Streets, because I love me some Plum Streets. So I went in there and I bought this one here. It's called For You. Sorry for the glare, good Lord. Okay, and then this one here, Cereal Ball Collection, and this is Sampler Lesson 4. So pretty. And I kitted this one up. And I also kitted up the other one as well. That one's kitted as well. And then I bought, this is a new designer to me, I think. Haunted Manor House, a simple Halloween sampler designed by Karina Hiddle of Artful Offerings. Now, they're a new designer to me, but as soon as I saw this, I was like, okay, those pumpkins, yeah, those pumpkins are so awesome. And those little kittens, the little cats, cute. And I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person. And then I love me some Jardin Privé. And this is Red Christmas, and I've seen a couple of people doing this one, and that they are replacing, no, were they replacing the gold for white, maybe, or maybe the red for white and keeping the gold? I don't remember. Anyways, it was beautiful, and but I am going to do this one in red, just because I think it looks so pretty. And I bet my daughter is going to try and steal this one. She actually likes all the Jardin Privé stuff that I do. And she's been trying to sneak them out of here. And then I bought the Blackbird Designs Early Christmas Morning. So that was my retail therapy just before Thanksgiving at Threadneedle Street. Like I said, I haven't been in there since. I need to do some getting. Then Kitten Stitcher, Shakespeare's Peddler. It's called Kitten Stitcher. She has a site that you buy things from. And I went on there. I'm part of her newsletter, and so she posts, you know, new items up, or and then she's got a section that charts have been donated to. I'm not clear if the charts have been donated or they're like an overflow of charts that she's had, and they go to her Humane Society cat. She supports pets, and the proceeds of the charts will go to the pets. And so there were some charts in there that I felt I should buy because I like to support charities, and then I also get a beautiful chart, so why not? But she had 4 Blackbird designs, and of course I had to look in my cross stitch app to see if I had, or X stitch app, to see if I had them. And this is how bad it is. Before I can buy anything anymore, I have to consult my X stitch app to see if I bought it, because I've had some duplicates, and in one case a triplicate of a pattern, because clearly I like it so much that I buy it sometimes. I did not have these ones. So Evergreen Lane, Blackbird Designs. Fruit. This one is Moonlight Visitor. And for some reason I thought I had this one, but it's not in my cross stitch app. So I may have a duplicate once I go through all of my stuff properly. A Wish for You. That house. And then Morning Star. Also thought I had this one. I must have thought that I bought these or put them in a cart and was going to buy them. I don't know. But those 4 came from Kitten Stitcher, aka Shakespeare's Peddler, or maybe the other way around. I don't know. And then because I love Blackbird Designs, and even though I will never make one of these quilts because I think that they're a little advanced for me, very pretty, but and I guess they're not designing fabrics anymore, so I would have to then go and figure out my own fabrics, which is never gonna happen because I am a window shopper. My mother always used to say, so my mom and my brother are very artistic, and I am not. And truly I am not. I am a good copier, because I feel, why reinvent the wheel if you don't have to? And I'll put my own spin on it, but because, you know, I don't copy, but I'm gonna, you know, change the colors, make it my own, do the things. But the design might essentially be the same. And I'm not good about being able to put colors together. And I am a window shopper. I am the girl who will look at an outfit and go, okay, I will buy the whole outfit because it matches, it's perfect, colors I like, style I like, whatever. I can't go into a store and say, oh, let me pick this, you know, blouse over here, and then these pants over here, and these shoes, and put it all together. No, that's not me. My mom can. And I remember my mom looking at me one day, and she goes, and I said something about how the brown and the green that she had put together before I put it on was not going to go. And she looked at me and she said, Lisa, is grass green and is earth brown? And do they go together? Do they clash? And I'm like, no. And she goes, and then let's blow your mind and put blue in there. Blue, green, and brown. Sky, grass, earth. Do they clash? And I'm like, no. She has this ability to put those things together and they look beautiful. I have the ability to put them together and it looks horrific because it's the tone, and I can't figure that out. So anyways, back to the, sorry. Not my forte, so clearly no. But there are patterns in here. There are cross-stitch patterns in here. Let me see if I can find one. which is another reason why I bought this book. Here is one there. Let's see. There's a cross stitch piece there. And then I thought that there was I should have put a stickies in here. I forgot. Like I said, I'm out of practice. Come on now. I'm pretty sure that was not it. Maybe it was it. No, here's another one. Oh, the garden journal that's on the back. That's also a stitch piece. I could swear that there was another one in there, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to waste your time. And then this one is Lynn from the Lancashire Stitchers Vault. She showed this in one of her Flosstubes, 101, I have to read it, 101 Best Loved Designs from Cross Stitch and Country Cat Crafts. And it is just filled with 101 cross stitch patterns. But she had shown the Santa that she was working on. I don't know. Anyways, there's some really cute patterns, like that little one for a baby announcement. And I had done one for my son, and then my mom did a calligraphy one for my oldest son. And then the other 3 kids didn't get anything. And then I had thought to do one for my granddaughter, and it's beautiful. Hadn't been started, but it's real pretty. Oh, here's the Santa one. Where is it? Santa's list. I think that this is the one that she's working on. This one here. So beautiful. So I hopped on to see if I could find this book, and I did. And it wasn't horribly priced. It's a hard-covered book, and it was a lot of eye candy to go through one night. So that was fun. And then Garon Toten Bags. I had heard that they were going to have a bag sale. It was last Saturday, and I forgot all about it until Sunday. And so I hopped on. They have a website, Garon. I'll link it below. They have a website that you can buy things from, and they post their bags throughout the week. And then on Saturday, they put the quantities in for how many there are. And they don't sell out as quickly as they did on the Facebook page. You know, as you had to be fast on that Facebook page. Well, I went on Sunday, and there was still a couple of bags left. So I got me one. I love all things evil. The evil queens from Disney make my heart happy. I can relate. I really relate. I love them. And so when I saw this bag, now I think that this is my 3rd evil queen bag from them. And then just the inside is this nice black swirly fabric. Pretty. But when I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna need to buy that. Well, a bag just can't come by itself. So I also bought Winds of Autumn, Blackbird's design book. And I did a small flip through. I'm not going to do a flip through because I'm sure everybody has seen it. But this pattern here on the back is going to have to happen. I think this is called Two Sisters or just Sisters. I don't remember. And then this one here, this autumn one, and it says Mighty Oaks grow from little acorn. No, Mighty Oaks from little acorns grow. And that is a saying my grandma always used to say. And so I'm going to need to stitch that. Plus this October 31st one. I mean, there's so many patterns in here. And then there's a couple in here that I already have, like the like Spell of the Moon. I have, is it in here? Yeah. I have that one as a pattern itself. And then there's another one. So there's 2 charts in here that I actually have the charts for independently, and but it's so nice to see them in a book. So that was fun. And then Miss Denise from Goose Design. I get it wrong every time. Oh, Denise, did you? Oh yeah, here it is. Goose Design. She posted this Barbie bag, and I, like every little girl in the world, played with my Barbies when I was younger, and I love my Barbies. I still actually have a couple Barbies. And when I saw the vintage Barbie, I was like, I'm gonna need to buy that. And my granddaughter loves it because it's pink. And she doesn't really play with Barbies. She did a little bit in the beginning. My daughter, oh my gosh, she loved a Barbie. So, so that is haul. That is my whips and my finishes. And we're only a little over an hour. Okay, what are my plans? Well, I think I'm gonna do a whip parade video. Again, I know I'm late to the party, but I love your whip parades, and I think maybe I'll do one. I have a lot of whips that I don't think you guys have ever even seen. So I am going to put together a whip parade and maybe get that up for next weekend. And then I have a couple of new starts, and I want to talk about really quickly about them. Janet Jabber, she has a system. So, you know, everybody does this whole new year, new system, whatever, put your projects in a book or a calendar or something to keep track of, you know, when you started it, any changes you've made, blah, 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 right? Okay, I tried the calendar last year. I made it to maybe 21 days in, and then that was done. I don't even think I made it to 21 days. It was done. Odin, enough. And so that wasn't working for me. Well, then I was watching one of Janet Jabber's videos, and she showed her system, and it's this calendar. And I thought, okay, genius, because it does not have a year on it at all. There's no year. And so I can put, so this is my intent. I'm going to start these for 2021. Every project that I start in 2021, not ones that I've already done, but ones that I'm starting in 2021, this card is going to go in the project bag with the project. And if I start it in 2021, I'm going to put the color, like say yellow. I'm going to do a little highlight yellow and then say 2021. And all the days that I work on it, I will just mark that off on the calendar. If it's not finished in 2021 and it goes over into 2022, like I hate, because let's face it, anything by me is probably not going to get finished in a timely manner. So if it gets forwarded on to the next year, 2022, I might do blue, a light blue. And so I'll do a little light blue line and say 2022, and then just cross off the days that I use the blue or stitch on that piece. Now, if I stitch the piece on the same day as a yellow or the prior year, then my intent honestly is just to like just make a little line. And if I have to, if it goes underneath or around it or something, you know, I'll make that correction. So that's the intent on these. I printed out a ton of them, and one is going to go in each project bag that I start for this year. Now I went one step further, and on the back I created this thing, and basically it just says the date that it was started, the date I finished it, the designer, the pattern name, the fabric I used, the flosses, whether it's kit floss, DMC, called for, whatever, and then notes. And that's where I will make any changes, like if I change a floss color, my notes. If if I'm finding it hard to stitch on, if I've made an error and I'm frustrated and I'm not going to go back to it for a while, I forget what my error was when I pick up that piece again, or where it was, or if I even fixed it, and then I can move on. And so those notes will go on here. So then it is completely contained. I've got, you know, the dates on the front that I'm working on it, and then all of my notes on the back. And then I just have to slip it in my project bag and good to go. So if you are interested, this is Janet Javer. She is gracious. If you email her or DM her, she sent this to me. I manipulated it to the size that I wanted it. And she just, you know, she's so gracious, and she sent this out, no problem, with a nice little note of, you know, thanks and stuff. And so that's my intent for the new year, to get myself organized and figure out when I actually start something and when I finish it and what my thoughts were on it or whatever. And then when I finish the project, I'm just going to put these all in a, I don't know if I'm going to, you know, two ring this or do something with it and just put it all together, put it in a little box. But then I will have a record of the projects that I finished. So instead of a calendar that I have to flip back through and find out when, I can't. It's too much work for me. My brain can't wrap around that. So, and then I'm just going to continue working on, I have finished my 10 hours on each of my pieces for WhipGo. So, and my goal was a minimum of 10 hours. So I'm going to continue on that. I have a focus piece for a month that I'm going to start doing. And so I'm just going to pick a piece that's not on my WhipGo chart and just focus on that piece for the month, whether it's 30 minutes a day, a floss, strand of floss going into it, whatever it is. So then that also gets worked on. My ornament sals, and yeah, just kind of keep stitching. Still doing the craft room. I know several of you have asked about the craft room. I'm still in the process. I have not been able to paint the desk yet, and the little started using it for school, and she cluttered it up, and I just didn't have the heart nor the will at the time to do anything about it, so I didn't. But I did find a chair at Goodwill that's perfect for this desk. I need to recover it. It also needs to be painted. Old wood, beautiful little desk chair, so cute. And it was $10 and 30% off for an antique chair. Like, I'm dying at the prices of things, you guys, dying. And so I'm still in the process, but eventually, yes, one day I will. I might just do like a portion of like the cross stitch area. Maybe I will do that one, and then later on, when I get the rest of this done, then I might do like a whole craft room. But so maybe I'll do a cross stitch area show of what I've done so far in my organizing. So that might happen. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you all have a really wonderful day. Whichever, if you're into football and you're thinking of which team to root for, I hope your team wins. It'll be interesting to see who actually makes it. And then again, you know, drive safe. Also be safe. Wear your mask. Nose, chin. Wash those hands. Speaking of washing hands, my hands are so dry, you guys. I don't know. Has anybody got any recommendations for like a good cream? I've been using cream, but as soon as I wash my hands again and the cream comes off, my hands are all dry again. And I tell you, and stitching, oh man, my threads are getting caught in my dry little hands. It's brutal, but be safe and healthy. I hope your family is doing well, you are doing well, and until next time, bye.